Hi guys, you join me here in session at Earls View Fishery. I hope you're all well and managing to get out and put a fish or two on the bank. I arrived at the fishery 2 or 3 hours ago. I just managed to get the rods out, get set up. I'm in peg 1, which is a double. I'll go through all my tactics and bait and rigs and all that later on. But for now, I'm going to put the kettle on, have something to eat, sit back, relax and enjoy this evening sunshine. So for now, I'll see you in a bit. Cheers guys. Right, I'm just going to take you through the spots I fished throughout the session. The first spot was out towards the island, about here. And then the second spot was out towards the big oak tree, about here. That was the first night, and then after the first night I was lucky enough to have the lake to myself, so the owner gave me permission to put a third rod out, which I put about here. All the spots had 6 to 10 spods of spod mix over them each night. So not mega amounts of bait, but a little bit. That seemed to be the way I stuck throughout the session because it was working for me. I did also try a rod down my right hand margin for one night, as I saw a few fish down there, but it didn't produce anything, so that rod went back out in line with the oak tree. All 3 spots produced throughout the session, but you know then that everything is working correctly for you and there's no need to change anything. It's just a case of waiting until the bites come. I'll update you later on in the video about how the session unfolded, but it was a session to remember.
Don't
£22.4. Absolutely stunning carp. Lovely coming. Beautiful condition. Well, to my standard snowman rig. Well, good morning guys. Ended up being quite an eventful night. Managed to bag myself a couple of fish. First one being a lovely common of 22 pound 4 ounces. Then the second fish came about 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. Lovely scaly 19 pound 9 ounce mirror. Here's a little bit of footage of that. Fish number 2, 19 pound 9 ounces. Lovely little scaly one, this one. Baits doing exactly what we needed to do. Have a look at the other side. Lovely. All in all, a great start to the session. Conditions are perfect this morning. And I'm hoping for a few more fish today. Maybe even one of them big ones will come and pay me a visit. Due a lot of rain this afternoon, so I'll hopefully get a bit more filming done, but we'll see how it goes really. Well, good morning. I didn't end up doing much filming yesterday as the weather took a turn for the worse. A lot of rain, heavy winds. There isn't much we haven't had in this session, to be honest. We had sunshine, hail, rain, wind, high pressure, low pressure, just about everything. Yeah, the conditions weren't great for filming, but good for fishing. Well, at least I thought they were. I thought yesterday we had a very good chance of fish, but for whatever reason, whether it's a sudden change in the weather, I don't know, but they just don't seem to want to feed in the day. They definitely made me wait yesterday, but eventually, 10:30 at night, I ended up having my third fish. We'll take a look at that footage now. Fish number 3, 18 pound 8 ounces. After complete change in weather today, I'll have to wait until dark to get amongst them again. They do seem to be feeding after dark at the moment. Happy with this one though. Stunning little fish. There we are, that was fish number 3. I'll give you a bit of a view of the conditions from yesterday because they were a bit wild. And then from then I think the next take came about 3 o'clock in the morning. Lovely little fish, just one for the future definitely. Fish number 4. £13, 2 ounces. At 3 o'clock in the morning. Nice start to the day. Beautiful. Let me show you the other side. What a fish this is going to be in a few years' time. Unbelievable. And then just on first light I had another take, which was my 5th fish. And that turned out to be the biggest fish of the session so far, and an absolute pearler. Fish number 5, £25, 4 ounces. Biggest fish of the session so far. And what a fish. Get on the milky fizz. Let's have a look at the other side. Unbelievable. Look at that. Catch these all day long. Happy days. So unless anything else happens, that brings us up to date with the session. Hopefully the weather will calm down a little bit more and I can end up doing a bit more filming. But for now, catch you guys later. Right guys, I'm just going to show you through the rig I've been using on this session. It's the same rig I use everywhere really. Fluorocarbon boom, 6 to 7 inches, down to a soft braid, attached via a Palomar knot, size 4 wide gape, flexi ring swivel on a slip D, a little bit of shrink tube just to protect the knot. I've then attached a yellow 12mm spar baits pop-up, a 14mm Milky Fizz bottom bait, and I'm fishing that snowman style. The flavour of the pop-up doesn't really matter, it's the colour I'm after, as I've got maize in my mix, so it's just to match that really. I'll always fish snowman setup if I can. If it's weedy or very silty, then I'll fish a pop-up. And I fish that on the exact same rig. I just put a piece of rig putty on the Palomar knot, and I either fish that on a helicopter or a leg clip. On this session it's been a leg clip because it's clear out there and it's fairly hard, and that's my go-to rig for everywhere I go really. I'll show you through my spod mix later on. For now, that's the rig that's been doing me all the damage. Cheers guys. Right guys, I showed you the rigs I caught all the fish on earlier. Now I'm going to go through the mix I've been putting out to attract them fish in the first place. It consists of Milky Fizz whole and chopped boilies, hemp, maize and spar baits spod pellets, which have been soaked in spar baits in-house CLS liquid and the hydro liver. It's a mix I'll happily use anywhere. Catches lots of fish, tracks them in, does exactly what you need it to do. And that's my spod mix. And then basically, just before I cast out, I'm putting on a little stick to help stop tangles and to try and hold my fish in on a rig. And that's just the Milky Fizz stick mix and the liquid complex mixed together to create a stick. And that is the tactics I've been using on this session. Right guys, I'll just give you a quick update on what's happening. Nothing, to be fair. Just doesn't seem to be doing day bites at the moment. For whatever reason, maybe in the day they're up the other end of the lake against the reeds on the back of the wind, warming, and they're coming into this section of the lake at night. That could be the reason. Could be many reasons. That's carp fishing for you. But it's the last evening. You just saw me get my rods out then. And hopefully we can nab another fish or two tonight. Never know, maybe one of the big ones will turn up. It's just a quick update really, you know, it's been a good 3-night session. I've done alright, so if no more fish, then so be it, but I'm happy with what I've already had, but another one or two, I wouldn't say no to. So unless you see me in the night, I'll see you in the morning. Well, good morning. I did manage to get a bit more sleep last night, which was nice because I was tired. But I did sneak one about 12 o'clock, half past 12, something like that. Just over 16 pounds. Lovely fish. Unbelievable battle. It was tipping down with rain, wind was blowing, I was freezing cold, my hands were blue, but thoroughly enjoyable. Here's a little look at that fish now. Fish number 6, 16 pound, 12 ounces. In the middle of a downpour. I'm absolutely soaked for this one, but well worth it. Great scrap off this one. Big look at this side. Lovely. Well, what can I say? Had a great 3-day session really. 6 fish in total. Can't ask for more than that. It's a really well run fishery, great owner. Lovely place to come and visit if you ever want to come and have a go yourself. I'll show you a little bit of footage of the lake. You can go around and have a look at all the swims. And if you fancy coming in and having a go, just get in contact with the owner. Here's that footage now. Right guys, I'll take you for a little walk around the fishery. As you come through the gate and you turn right, you head towards swim 1, which is known as the double. Loads of options in this swim. If you're on the left hand side, you've got the island, open water to your left, left side margin. If you're on the right, you've got the oak tree, a lot of open water and a nice little bay to yourself, great margins, loads of options in this swim. Too many really. Very good swim, close to the car park, great for a social. Lovely swim. Then as we head round the lake towards peg 2, this is where you'll notice the swims are a long way apart. It's very well thought out, loads of room for all the anglers. Not tried to jam the pegs in here, there and everywhere like a lot of fisheries. I'm worried if it's a bit slow, guys, but my drone flying isn't the best. So I'll just come round the corner in towards peg 2's water. Almost there. Right, there's peg 2. My favourite peg on the lake, to be fair. It's a great peg, this one. You've got the whole of the first big island, water to your left, loads of water to your right, great margins either side. The swim seems to do a lot of fish. If you're on your own and you're not too sociable, it's miles from anyone. Great peg. The island is out there, the light isn't helping, but you have loads of options again. They're all good pegs, but this is one I particularly like. Not miles from peg 2, so it's still ideal if there's 2 of you fish peg 2 and 3. Again, loads of options in peg 3. You've got the whole of the little island to yourself. You've got a lot of water to your left. You've got all the back bay. To your right is an area they do seem to get in, especially in the mornings. It does see the first sunshine of the day. Great peg. They do spend a lot of time in this back bay, around the reeds. Another one that does produce a lot of fish, like they all do really, but another good peg. And then as we head round towards peg 4, peg 4, you've got loads of water, loads of options. You've got the small island, you've got the big island, you've got the gap, you've got this back bay, you've got the margins to your left and to your right. There is a plateau to the right, close in. Great swim, and it's where I think the fish are spending their time in the day during my session, up in this back bay here, and then moving out towards me at night. Great daytime area. It's another swim that does a lot of fish. Great social swims as well, 4 and 5. They're very close together because they almost back onto each other, but they face totally different directions in the lake. It's like out on the point. As you come into the swim now, you'll see you've got the big island in front of you. That's peg 5. But as we turn around towards peg 4's water, there's a plateau in close, and you've got the big island, the gap, the little island, and all this back bay. Loads of options. Not a swim I've fished myself, but one I would like to fish in future, definitely. This is where I think the fish were during my session in the daytime. I'm sure if anybody was up here fishing in the day, they would have caught. Now as we head out of peg 4 and head round towards peg 5, peg 5 has got the whole first bay to itself. got all this tree line margin, all the far margin, open water to your left, that plateau to your left, all this open water in front of you. Don't overlook it. It's not a good swim. The fish do get in here. When they do get in here, you can have some good hits. It's a lovely bit of water. Nobody else can fish it at all. It is yours. Another great swim. And as we head out of peg 5, head back towards the car park and back towards peg 1. See this tree line here is peg 5's water. Head back now, down round the corner. Just down here on your right, before you get to the car park, there's the toilet facilities. So there's a toilet, and then just come back round, and there's a car park with my car in it. Always remember to shut the gate, nobody wants an otter inside here. And as we turn back round and head back towards peg 1, that's a look at Earls View Fishery. I hope it gives you a rough idea of what you expect if you decide to come and fish this water. Thanks guys. So unless there's any more action today, I'll give you a quick brief final rundown once I'm all packed up and ready to go, but hopefully we can nick one today, but if not, cheers for now. Well, this was going to be my last final rundown of the session. But after a last minute decision to do an extra night, I got the green light off my wonderful wife, and here I am, still doing another night. So hopefully we can nick another fish or two tonight, because at the moment it seems to be doing night bites. So I'll try, and if anything happens I'll update you as we go along. If not, I'll see you guys in the morning. Well guys, that's it, end of the session, all packed up, gears on the barrow now, we're ready to go. Let's give you a brief rundown. It's my second ever visit to Earls View. I fished it once before in December, just before Christmas, about mid-December, and I ended up with 10 fish. It's £27 that trip, and this trip has ended with 8 fish. I managed 2 more last night, a £20 4 ounce mirror, lovely fish, and then the one I came for, big Earl, £38 on the button, new lake record, and I am one happy angler. So until next time, thanks guys, thanks for watching, tight lines, bye for now. Well, what can I say? The extra night definitely paid off. I knew the big one was on the cards. I didn't think I'd catch it. The biggest fish in the lake, 38 pounds on the bottom. Here he is, for his glory. Big Earl. Yes, come on! What a creature. Let's turn around. Oh, lost for words. Only my second ever session on the lake. The milky fizz does seem to catch the big ones. What a fish. Oh, come on.